back to Max with RP. In the earlier video, we had introduced what are matrices and also we discussed about operations involving matrices. Today, we are going to solve more simple problems involving operations on matrices. Now look at this problem. There are three matrices given and we have to find the product, equate it to x, equate it to 0 and solve for x. The product of the three matrices is equal to 0. I have already told you matrix multiplication is not commutative but associative. So now what is the, let us first check the order. What is the order of this matrix? It is one row, two columns. This is one row, two columns. This is two rows, two columns, two rows, one column. So either I can multiply this with this or this with this and pre-multiply it with this. Okay. So it does not matter. But what we will do, we will first multiply these two. Is multiplication defined? When is multiplication defined? When the number of columns in the first matrix is equal to number of rows in the second matrix. So you can clearly see that this number tallies with this number, which represents columns for first and rows for second. So multiplication is well defined. So first we will multiply 2 minus 1, 1, 2. Now what will be the order of this? This is 1 by 2. This is 2 by 2. So what will be the resulting, what will be the order of the resulting matrix? 1 by 2. 1 by 2 means one row, two columns. So A11, A12. It has got two columns. It has got one row and two columns. So A11, A12. This is one row, it has got two columns. Now, this will be, okay, how do I get A11? So, first row with first column. So, when I multiply, what will I get? 2 plus x or x plus 2. First row, first column. 2 plus x into 1. So, x plus 2. Then I have A12. First row, second column. 1 into minus 1, minus 1, plus 2 into x, 2x. Therefore, I'll call them as A, B, C. Your AB is therefore x plus 2, 2x minus 1. So what we have done, we have now first done the product of A and B. We first check whether multiplication is possible. It is possible because the number of columns of the first one is equal to number of rows of the second one. This has got two columns, this has got two rows. Therefore, multiplication is defined. What will be the order of the product? The order of the product will be 1 by 2. When I say 1 by 2, I mean one row, two columns. So A11, A12. What is A11? First row with the first column. So 2 plus x. What is A12? First row with the second column. We got minus 1 plus 2x. Now this is AB. Now ABC will be x plus 2, 2x minus 1 into 1 comma 3. So what is the order of this? The order of this is one row, two columns. What is the order of this? This has got two rows and one column. So these two numbers are one and the same. So multiplication is well defined. What will be the output? Output will have just one element, 1 by 1. So the output will be just one element, because it has to have order 1 by 1. That means it has got one row and one column. So what is this element now? This is 1 into x plus 2 plus 3 into 2x minus 1. This is given to be equal to what? 0. The matrix 0. So two matrices are equal, the elements have to be equal. So x, how many x's we have? We have x plus 2 plus 6x minus 3 equal to 0. So you have 7x minus 1 equal to 0, or x equal to 1 by 7. So the entire product is, you can see, is just one single element A11. And what is that element? This row multiplied by this column will give you x plus 2 into 1 plus 3 into 2x minus 1, and that is equal to 0. So x plus 2 plus 6x minus 3 equal to 0. So 7x minus 1 is 0, or x equal to 1 by 7. So whenever we have multiplication, the definition of multiplication should always be verified, that the product of two matrices A and B is well defined only if the number of columns of the first is equal to the number of rows of the second. Now you have to find x plus y. Okay, that means we have to solve for x and y. What is scalar multiplication? Scalar multiplication of a matrix means every matrix element in the matrix should be multiplied by the scalar. So this will be 2x, 10, 14, 2y plus 6 plus 3 minus 4, 1, 2. So I multiplied every term by 2. So 2x, 10, 14, 2y plus 6 plus this. So this is the left hand side. So this is further. What is addition? Term by term addition. So it is 2x plus 3, 6, 15, 2y plus 8. So I am adding this with 3 minus 4, 1, 2. So I will get 2x plus 3, 10 minus 4 is 6, 14 plus 1 is 15, 2y plus 6 plus 2 is 2y plus 8. This is given to be equal to 7, 6, 15, 14. Two matrices are equal when the corresponding elements are equal. So you can already see this is 15, this is 15, this is 6, this is 6. So 2x plus 3 must be 7 and 2y plus 8 is equal to 14. So you have 2x equal to 4 or x equal to 2. From here you get 2y equal to 6. Sorry, 14. Correct. So which means y equal to 6 by 2, which is 3. So x plus y, always be cautious about what is the question that is asked. It is not just x and y. They have asked you to find x plus y, which is equal to 5. So is it clear? Are you all able to follow? Now, A is a given matrix. You have to find A and B so that A square equal to AA plus BI. So A and B are two values that you need to find, so that A square equal to small a into capital A plus B times I. We already saw in the earlier video, I always means identity matrix. If you are dealing with matrices of order 2 by 2, I will also be an identity matrix of order 2 by 2, 1, 0, 0, 1. So now A square is equal to 2, 3, 1, 2 into 2, 3, 1, 2, which is, so first row, first column, 2 into 2, 4, 4 plus 3, 7. First row, second column, 6 plus 6, 12. 2 into 3 is 6 plus 3 into 2 is 6. So 6 plus 6, 12. Second row, first column, 2 plus 2, 4. Second row, second column, 3 plus 4, 7. So this is your A square. Now A square is given to be equal to A times A. What is A? Multiplying this matrix by the scalar A means multiplying every term by A. So 2A, 3A, A and 2A. So this is AA plus BI. BI will be B into, see, BI will be B into 1001. So again you multiply every term, you will get B00B. Okay, are you able to follow? Now again this simplify this these two matrices by adding them. What will you get? 2A plus B, 3A plus 0, A plus 0, 2A plus B. And this is equal to 7, 12, 4, 7. So you directly get A equal to 4. 3A equal to 12, satisfied when A is 4, right? Then 2A plus B is 7. 2 into 4, 8 plus B equal to 7, or B equal to minus 1. So B is equal to minus 1, A equal to 4. So is it clear? So these are just basic ideas. We are just working with basic operations of matrices. Only if you do simple sums, you will understand how to do the basic computations. Once you are thorough with the basic computations, then you can start doing slightly more difficult competency based problems. If A equal to 2, 3, minus 1, 2, you have to check that A is a root of the polynomial. So what is the polynomial? F of x is equal to x square minus 4x plus 7. F of A. If A is a root of the polynomial, it should satisfy the polynomial. F of A is A square minus 4A. How can you add a number with a matrix? What it actually means is 7i. So this is the most important step. When you say 7, it means 7i. 7 multiplied with the identity matrix of order 2. Okay. Now we have to check whether, calculate this and check whether it is equal to 0. If it is equal to 0, then we say A is a 0, the matrix A is a root of the polynomial. Right? Now let us check. Now what is A square? A square is 2, 3, minus 1, 2 into 2, 3, minus 1, 2, which is first row, first column, 4 minus 3, which is 1. 2 into 2, 4, minus 3, which is 1. Then first row, second column, you will have what? First row, second column, 2 into 3, 6, plus 3 into 2, 6, 6 plus 6, 12. Second row, first column, minus 2, minus 2, minus 4. Second row, second column, minus 3, plus 4, which is 1. See, whenever I make these calculations, I always check again, because It is very easy to make mistakes in these calculations. So let's check once again. First row, first column, 2 into 2, 4. 4 minus 3, 1. First row, second column, 2 into 3, 6. Plus 3 into 2, 6. 6 plus 6, 12. Second row, first column, minus 2, minus 2, minus 4. Second row, second column, minus 3 plus 4, which is plus 1. Now what is 4a? 4a will be every term of a multiplied by 4. So when I multiply by 4, I will get 8, 12, minus 4 and 4. I have multiplied the entire thing by 4. 4 times a. So 2 into 4, 3 into 4, minus 1 into 4, 2 into 4. 2 into 4 is 8. So this is 4a. Okay. Then what is 7i? 7i will be 7007. Because 7 you multiply with the identity matrix of order 2. 7 into 1001 will give you 7007. Now we have to check whether this expression is going to be equal to 0, then it is a root, otherwise it is not a root. This is, what is a square? 1, 12, minus 4, 1, minus, what is 4a? 8, 12, minus 4, 8, right? Plus 7i plus 7007. This will be, first let me do these two. Okay, 1 minus 8 is minus 7, 12 minus 12, 0, minus 4 plus 4 will be 0, 1 minus 8 is minus 7, plus this now, 7007. So now add term wise, you will get 0, 0, 0, 0, right? Therefore, a is a root of the polynomial. Therefore, a is a root of the given polynomial. So what is the most important thing we learned while we solved this problem? When we are given 7 in the polynomial expression and we are talking about matrices, we have to understand that 7 is 7i. 7 multiplied by the identity matrix of order 2, which is 7007. 4a means multiplying every element of a by 4. A square is a into a. So you compute all this, add and check whether you get 0. Since it is 0, it means a is a root of the polynomial. Now, again we have to show, I always write show or check whether this is a root of b square minus 12b minus I equal to 0. So what is b square? B square equal to minus 5 minus 3 minus 12 minus 7 into minus 5 minus 3 minus 12 minus 7. This is further, okay, minus, when I multiply, what will I, when I multiply these two matrices, what will I get? First row, first column, minus 5 into minus 5 is 25, then plus minus 3 into minus 12 is 36. So this is 61. First row, second column. Okay, since every term has got minus, shall I just remove minus from everywhere? I can take out minus from here, I can take out minus from here. So it is same as 5, 3, 12, 7 into 5, 3, 12, 7. I can take out minus from every term in the second matrix. I can take out minus from every term in the first matrix. So it becomes positive. So now 5 into 5, 25 plus 36, which is 61. Then first row, second column. So 5 into 3, 15. Okay, 5 into 3, 15 plus 3 plus 7, 21, 36. What is second row into first column? 12 into 5, 60. Sorry, 12 into 5, 60. What should I do? 60. Second row, first column. 12 into 5, 60 plus 7 into 12. What is 12 into 7? 84. 144. So this is 144. Then second row, second column, 36. 3 into 12 is 36 plus 49. 85. Plus 12b. Okay, before I do that, okay, I want to just check this. This is minus 5 into 5, 25 plus 36, which is 61. Then I have first row, second column. So you will have 15 plus 21, which is 36. Then second row, first column, 60 plus 84. 60 plus 84 is 144. Then we have 12 into 3, 36 plus 49, which is 85. Okay. Plus 12b. What is 12b? Multiply every term by 12. So I will have minus 60. Right? 12 into b, minus 60. Then minus 3 into 12, minus 36. Right? And then minus, what do I have? What is the next step? 12b, minus 12 into plus 12. It will give me minus 144. Then minus 7 into 12. So I need 12 into 7. But I have minus, so minus 84. Okay. Minus I. What is I? 1, 0, 0. Okay. So this I am going to remove. Now this is This is 61 minus 60, which is 1. 36 minus 36, 0. 0. 85 minus 84, which is 1. Minus 1001, which is equal to 0, 0, 0. Therefore, it is a root. Therefore, it is a root. B, the matrix is a root of a polynomial. So a matrix can also be a root of a polynomial. All along you would have thought only numbers can be roots or zeros of a polynomial. What we are seeing in here is a matrix can also be satisfy a equation, can also satisfy a polynomial equation. Now, sorry, this has to be capital A. If capital A equal to 0, 0, 2, 0, I want to find A power 20. For that, first I am going to find what is A square. A square will be 0, 0, 2, 0 into 0, 0, which will be first row, first column, you can see it is 0. First row, second column, 0. Second row, first column, 2 into 0 plus 0 into 2, again 0. Second row, second column, 2 into 0 plus 0, 0. So A square is 0. So if I multiply anything with a 0 matrix, I am going to get only 0 matrix. Right? So A power 20 is equal to 0. Will also be 0. Because it's nothing but A power 20 is nothing but A square multiplied 10 times. Even A power 100 will be 0 in this case. Whatever be the power, integral power, value of the matrix is going to be a 0 matrix. Now look at this problem. A is equal to I 0 0 I. You have to find A power 19. So as we did in the previous problem, let us just play with A. That is, let me find what is A square. A square is equal to I 0 0 I into I 0 0 I, which is so first row, first column. How do I multiply first row, first column? So I square is minus 1. Minus 1 plus 0 is minus 1. Then first row, second column. I into 0 plus 0 into I is 0. Then second row, first column, 0 into I plus I into 0 is 0. Second row, second column, 0 into 0, I square is minus 1. So I can write it as minus 1 into, this is the crucial step, 1 0 0 1. So minus 1 into identity matrix. Okay. So A square equal to minus 1 into identity matrix. Now what we want to find? A square. So what will be, so that is, this is minus I. So what will be A power 19? So up to A power 18, so A square to the power 9. What will that be? Minus 1 power 9 into I, which is minus I. But we want A power 19. So A power 19 will be, what is, see A square we have seen it as minus I. So A power 19 will be minus I into A, which is minus A. Any matrix you multiply with I, you will get the same matrix. And pre-multiply with a negative sign. So A power 19 is minus A. See, take any matrix. We call I as identity matrix. So any matrix you take, just random, I am taking one matrix, multiplying with 0. What will I get? First row, first column, 0 into 1, 0, minus 5 into 0, 0. Okay? First row, first column, 0, 0 minus 5, 3, 4. So I am taking first row, first column. 0 into 1 is 0, minus 5 into 0 is 0. Then second column, 0 into 0, minus 5. First row, second column. So 0 into 0, minus 5 into 1 is minus 5. 3 into 1, 3 plus 0. Second row, second column, 3 into 0 plus 4 into 1, 4. But this is what I started with. So this, if this is A and if this is I, then I get back A. So AI equal to A. In fact, IA also will be A. That is why I is called as an identity matrix. So what I am going to do now, I hope you understood this. You will now check IA. Now what will be IA? IA will be 1001 into 0 minus 5 3 4, which is equal to first row first column 1 into 0 plus 0 into 3 0. First row second column minus 5 plus 0 is minus 5. Second row first column 0 plus 3 3, 0 plus 4 4. So IA is A. So what do you observe? AI equal to IA equal to A. Okay. So this is the property of the identity matrix. AI equal to IA equal to A. We have checked for a identity matrix of order 2 by 2. I want you to experiment with multiplying any 3 by 3 matrix with the corresponding identity matrix 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1, both on the post multiply and pre multiply, and check whether you get back the same matrix. This is a very interesting observation because in general matrix multiplication is not commutative. But whereas when it comes to the identity matrix alone, AI equal to IA equal to A is true for any matrix A. I hope you enjoyed the session today and it was useful for you. So it will be a good practice to try out many examples on your own and verify all the facts that we discussed today. And do not forget to subscribe to my channel Maths with RP. I hope you are enjoying the sessions as much as I do. Until next time, it's goodbye.